Alright, hello. Hello guys and welcome to Let's Mod Freedom Wars Weapons in 2017. Alright, so let's start by going through the basics. Alright, some differences between a low rarity and high rarity weapon is the weapon slots. Say this kind of rarity 4, we have like how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mod slots. And say rarity 8, we have this many. I don't know how many there are actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think 12. We have 12 slots. So obviously, the higher the rarity, the more slots you have. In preparation for modding our weapons, we need some. Obviously, we need some weapons.
Prepare 1. Base weapon. Where J. Mods go to. In the end, 2. High rarity weapons with many empty slots available. 3. Random weapons that have good mods.
So if you have those prepared, we can go to the next step. Otherwise, you'll have to make some weapons or pick some up during missions. Otherwise, make some. I mean, why not? So after you do all that, you'll have to do something. You'll have to clear all the mods in your base weapon. So let's see. Request exit permit. On floor 6, there's a place where you can delete all your mods on your weapon. So here. Alright, let's go. Okay, go all the way towards the end. Over here, go inside. It's only in this place where you can delete your weapon mods. I don't know any other places. So make sure you come to the right place. Right, once you're inside, the guy ahead of us, he provides us with some materials, rare materials, and it costs a lot. We're not here for that though. We're here to delete our mods. Talk to this lady here. Right. Now, say we want to mod our base weapon. Okay, maybe this one. Say we want to mod this weapon here. I don't know how to label it actually, but I hope we can remember it later. We want to mod this weapon. So we have to make sure that it does not have any mods we don't want. Delete everything. If it has mods you want, you can keep it. It won't really make too much of a difference later. However, if you want to inherit from scratch cleanly, I would suggest you delete everything. You know, for the sake of this video, I'll delete all these mods and show you how to bring them in from scratch. So I'm gonna delete every one of these. Right, now as you can see, it's a rarity 8 weapon with no mods. It has empty slots. So what this means is that if you use this as base and you inherit mods, it's easier to inherit mods from other weapons. Now we made sure that this weapon has no mods at all. We'll have to make sure that we find weapons with mods we want. So let's look for some mods we want actually. Say we want the Power XL, we'll have to keep in mind of this weapon here. And let's look to see if we have any other mods we want. We don't need that. Maybe Power L, say we want that. Well, we don't need to delete anything from here actually. What you want to do is first of all save your game, go back to your cell, and you cannot fast travel from here, so go back to your cell. If a weapon has mods you want and some mods you don't want, just go back here and delete the ones you don't want, and then we can proceed to the next step. So step number, I don't know how much. Next step, go back to your cell. Oh, upon fast travel you save, but the main objective is to save your game first. So save data down here, but I don't have to do that. The next thing you want to do is come here to say PlayStation Plus, if you have PlayStation Plus, and upload your data just in case things go wrong. Or if you don't have that, you can always upload your data to your PC, upload your entire game to PC, just in case it doesn't go well. Next step, go to your weapon factory, weapons facility, go to modify weapons. We're not going to put our main weapon as base yet. We're going to do that a bit later when we have put together a set of mods we want. So in that case, we want Power XL, and we also want that Power L. So we're going to mod the Power Up L to our Power Up XL first. So how this works is we have a lot of empty slots. So if we're inheriting just one or very less mods, the chances of it being successful is really high. So we have empty slots, that's confirmed. We put that as base, and now we go up and look for the one that has Power L and just Power L. Remember, if you're inheriting a lot of mods at once, it's going to be really hard to retain, which is why we usually go little on a lot of empty space. Okay, here it is. Power L. We don't need to add anything. You can if you want to, and if there's actually slots left. I mean, free slots on your base weapon. But for now, we don't need that. We can fast forward and use the trainer. So as you can see, we have these now. The leg component damage up is a random one. Also the arm component and accuracy. If you don't want these, you can delete them. So let's go back to delete the mods we don't want. Alright, we're here now. It's gonna take a while, guys. Gonna cut forward, I guess. Go to Cell Garden. Okay, alright. Cell Garden. We're here now. Next thing you need to do, just like what we did before, delete all the ones you don't want. So I don't want that. I don't want this. I don't want this either. Now, the more of the slots you fill up, the harder it is for you to retain the existing mods the next time around. And the harder it is for you to inherit new ones. Just be aware of that. For example, now it's going to be hard to inherit more than two mods you want. So you have to be very, very careful. That's why always save your data before you do that. Of course, there's chances of them being retained, but the chances are can be very slim. Alright, let's look for another mod we want. We might want some critical or something. Power M? No. I mean, you could put Power M, but you see, if it's stacks of 3, you can't really have more than 2 stacks of 3. And that's really hard to get. It's really, really hard to control. But it's possible. Just really hard. Okay, say you want electro element up. Yep, that's an example. Oh, and this weapon, it has more slots, empty, compared to the one we had before. So we can use this as a base now. Whichever weapon has more empty slots, always use that as a base. I think that's the most efficient way to work, I guess. I mean, I can technically still use the other weapon as base and put this mod on that weapon. But since I have access to more slots now, I can do it the other way around. Normally, you should go and save your data before you do this, but I'm pretty confident with what's going to happen next. So, wait, what am I doing? Facility management. Go here. Modify your weapons. Remember the rule, the emptier the slots, the easier to inherit. So we're going to find that little weapon we just found. Was this one? Nope. Electro element up. Yep, in this case, I want to retain electro element up. It has empty slots. 7 empty slots. So it's easier for us to inherit from that other weapon since we have this many slots, and there's only 2 mods on the other weapon. We don't need to do that. Nope. And we retained electro element up, and we inherited power L and XL. Right, now to clean things up, we can delete that. We can also delete probably this and that. Now with 1, 2, 5 slots that's empty, we could add more. I want to add, yep, elemental damage up XL. I don't want fire element down, so I delete that. It'll be easier for me to inherit 1 mod. But again, the chances can be slim the more you add. So let's see how it works. Go to facility management, go to here, modify weapons. Select that, and what weapon was it? Stagger damage. Curable ammo, blah blah blah, elements. All elements up, so we can select that. Nope, we don't need to do that. Again, I have no patience, so use one of these guys. And we have retained a lot of things. We maintained our electro element, our power L and XL. And we got some other stuff we can delete. We don't need that. We don't need this. We don't need this either. Alright. Now can you see the way this is going? We're trying to put all of these mods onto our base weapon. Yeah. So we're gonna do that now. Actually, here. So as you can see here, we've got empty slots here. So the chance of you inheriting anything, so we've got 12 empty slots. So this means that the chances of you inheriting less than, say, 8 to 6 mods from another weapon is high. But above that number, it's going to be really hard to maintain all of them. So we're going to use this as a base, and we're going to use this as our weapon to inherit from. So you see, we want these mods to come to this weapon. So obviously we're selecting that. There's 4. There's 12 slots here, empty. So it's going to be easy for it to inherit. So we're going to take that and do that. We don't need any items actually. To that, complete. You can patiently wait or be impatient and do that. Oh, now you can see that we have inherited some what we want. We also have some random ones that popped up. So keep stacking until you get the ones you want. delete. The last few slots are luck based, so you have to pray to baby Jesus to get a good mod. Anyways, it's super luck based, the last few mods. Anyways, we have all these now, and we want more stuff to be added inside. For example, perhaps you want some wing damage or something. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more slots. So we do the exact same thing. Let's see. I need to find a weapon with good amount of mods. Alright, let's add wing damage up. And let's see, what else can we add? Perhaps we can empty out this one. We don't need stagger damage. Yeah, we can jump him and find some mods from above. We can jump these ones as well. Oh, here. We want movement speed L. What else do we need? Probably some critical or something. I don't have any mods with critical, it seems. We could take this. Ice element. Looks good. So, again, this weapon here has more empty slots, so we can use this as a base. So ice element up. We're inheriting movement speed L, I believe. Go to weapons. Modify weapons. Okay, we have ice element as base. So guys, remember, the more slots you have empty, the easier it is to inherit mods from other weapons. So in this case, we have a lot of slots empty. We choose that. We can inherit movement speed. Oh, here you go. We can inherit that. We don't need that. Now we have inherited these mods here. However, we don't want power M, negative power M. We also don't want wing damage up. We can inherit like 1 to 3 more mods, and the rest is going to be random. So might as well put the mods we want. So in this case, we can add... What can we add here? Power XL, movement speed, probably critical. So what we can do for that is use an item to get those. Crap. So sometimes you don't have weapons with mods you want, but you have items that can do the job. So what you can do is, in modify weapons, find an empty weapon, or in fact any weapon you want. It's easier if it's empty, for example like that. And you want to inherit from another empty weapon. Now look for critical. In my case I want critical, but whatever you want, look for it. Right, we'll use this. we have critical damage up XL that's added. And then the rest we don't want, so we can delete. So delete that. Delete this. Elemental damage. We don't need this either. So it's going to be critical damage up. We can inherit this into our SR. Facility management here. Modify weapons. Go back down here. Movement L. Critical. Use this as base. Inherit that. No. Again, you can use items, but use at your own risk. It's going to be really hard to control. Alright, we got firing speed XL and all the ones we don't really need. And we inherited critical damage up. As you can see, it's in gray because it's on a gun weapon. It's on a ranged weapon. So again, delete the ones we don't want. And it looks like we're going to inherit like 3 mods from here. 3 of them. When it comes to the last few, it's going to be really hard. So just think properly, and think about what mods you want to add before you do all this. Right, so using this as base, we inherit from that. Nope. And the result is that. Not bad, actually. We did lose a few things. Yep, we lost a few things. So yeah, that's how you mod. I mean, before you do this, you're supposed to save, just in case you screw up. In this case, I screwed up. I did not get my critical damage up inherited, so I technically screwed up. So before doing any of this, I would recommend that you save your data first, somewhere, and then reload if you screw things up. In this case, I screwed up. But hey, at least we tried. I'm going to show you guys how to screw your mods up. Have a lot of mods on one weapon and have a lot of mods on the other weapon. Choose them. And by the end, you'll have a very screwed up weapon, as you can see. Well, it's not that screwed up, but still, it's really screwed up. So don't do that, guys. Don't do this. And I think that concludes today's lesson. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. Man, never. I'm going to download my data again. So it's going to be as if nothing has ever happened. Alright, let's go. Alright, so that's all there is to it, I guess. It's not really that hard if you think about it. Ugh. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.